Doing a bit of multitasking, is there? And after all this time, this is the first time I've actually come across any ancient debris. Look at that, it's 3 pieces. I now seem to be finding loads of it in a short space of time. I think the tunnel I've dug is now long enough, so I'm going to fly up, build a tower so... Doing a bit of multitasking, is there? So I can find this place again and fly the rest of the distance home using the elytra. All of this can go into the auto storage and the ancient debris can be smelted. Now to grab 2 item frames and 2 more notch apples can be added to the wall. And that means I have 38 in total. And now I'm going to try to do something where every time I do it, it usually goes wrong. It's going to require a few stone cutters, glass, water, and grindstones, plus the materials to spawn the wither, which I've got 39 of in here. Now I'm going to set my spawn right here and head on through. Then I need to build a spot for a wither to go right here. And there's going to be a stone cutter here and a wither like that. It's going to have water above its head. If I can do that correctly. And as you can see, everything is working as it should. There's this next bit where I usually end up having to battle a wither that I've got to be prepared for. And I've actually realised a better way to do this without the wither completely breaking my farm and everything. If I actually get rid of this wither... Okay, don't be angry at me, please. I don't think you can see me. Good. Okay, we can get rid of it. Oh, well, it's super simple then. At least it was simple until the bow stopped working. Now... I'm actually going to have to hit it, and yeah, it's going to start shooting me and stuff, which is not a good news. If we can just keep it flying up, though, it shouldn't really be able to break anything too much that I can't easily fix. There we go. Let's replace glass and change these to be end stone. Next, I'll grab a few extra bits of redstone by nipping back to my house. Now I've got everything that I need. When I flick this lever, you'll see the snow golem starts shooting snowballs, so I want this to be on a timer which can be set up using a hopper clock. So this redstone will connect all along here like, well, not quite like that. It's going to go all the way. This isn't going to work. If I put a block there and go like that, that will be better. Now the piston's pushed down. In fact, let me get this right. We do want the redstone there. We don't want this. I'll put 5 stacks of items in here, and I've got till this empties to spawn the wither, because when it does, that will retract upwards. So let's head on through. This obsidian will be broken, followed by stonecutter and spawning in the wither. There we go. I'm going to just put that like so. That's all working correctly. And now we just wait 2 minutes for the snow golem to be able to start throwing snowballs, and the obsidian farm will work. Just realized I messed up with the redstone. That's another wither I've got to get rid of. I think that should fix it. Let's mine this block and try it all over again. And it now looks to be working as intended, with the chest nicely filling up with obsidian. Next, I'm just going to chill in a hole right here and wait for loads and loads of obsidian. I made myself invisible and took off all my armor, but I've realized that the wither apparently can see you no matter what. The golem has sadly been defeated, and it is wreaking havoc on the rest of the world, which means
Do like a fake laugh.
I gotta take it down. Wasn't too hard. So the issue with this farm is, as you can see, the obsidian is backed up because we have completely filled up the storage. But when I tried to go and empty the storage, the wither then detected me and escaped. So I'm going to fill up loads of these shulker boxes. That's nearly 10 shulker boxes worth filled. So I'm going to gather these up and then I can take them home. These extra ones can also be dyed to be purple. And now I want more glass so that I can fix the problem with this storage system. So what needs to be changed is that all of these chests and hoppers are just too close to where the wither is. So they'll all be mined up. Now when I break this glass, any items will flow all the way down here. And all the way over here should definitely be far away enough so that the wither does not see me. I've really increased the storage so that it definitely doesn't overflow this time. And now I'm going to dig a staircase leading out of here. All of it's mined out, and I'm just removing a few extra blocks so that I can better place these stairs. Very nice indeed. This chest here can be full of shulker shells, just in case I want to ever transport stuff. And now this is all complete, I guess we've got to test it. And we've also got to get the iron golem back that was brutally murdered by the wither. To do that, I'll need to make a trip back home. Obsidian is now flowing down really fast. See how much obsidian we've got. You know what? Look at this. It is a pretty good haul of obsidian. Now, in order for me to be able to safely come and go from the end, I will have to get rid of the wither. I just have to get it down to half health from a distance, and then do the rest from up here with my sword. Now let's gather up as many of these as I have the inventory space for, which turns out to be all of them. So that is a job very well done. And I'm going to do something about this piston constantly moving backwards and forwards for sorting the items because it's kind of slowing it down. If I instead get a repeater and then break this, oh, it's lovely to have some peace. The comparator goes like that, which will then go into a repeater. Piston will be here, the observer like that, and that's kind of the speed that I guess it should be, yeah, doing the dispensing. Or even better, something like this, which, I don't know, doesn't seem to make much difference, but it's still much better than having a piston moving in and out. As you can see, it's a lot more, I don't know, constant, I think. Maybe if I had a bit more delay to that. This is my final design. I've added a load of repeaters. As you can see, this one stays constant, and then this one's flashing on and off. When the items stop, or the piston will still retract. It is much more peaceful. Now, if I do something like this, and then put items in there, it should make this fill up a bit faster because now these items coming in from 2 angles. Next, I just need more hoppers along here like this. And now the item sorter has been improved. Let's grab some Eyes of Ender and then head to spawn. And from here, I'd like to try and find a brand new stronghold. I think I have been to this one before, but it was so long ago, I can't for the life of me remember where it is. So the stronghold is roughly right about here, and I'm pretty sure digging down here should be the perfect spot. There we go, mission accomplished. And now to find the portal room. And mission to find it has been successful. I'm going to light this spawner up because I think it might be a cool thing to actually keep it. Now to add in all of the eyes. And in this 100 days, I'm going to create an epic portal room for this end portal, and it will become the main one that I use. Since the other stronghold has all sorts of stuff in it, like the setup for the obsidian farm, and yeah, I don't want to ruin all of that, but I don't want it here either. Apparently torches do not stop you guys from spawning. Now let's head through this portal, remove this one, and I'll build one here that's going to line up perfectly with every massive long tunnel way to here. Now I just need to dig this roof so that it is 6 high in total. And whilst digging out this roof, I found a very rare piece of ancient debris. Next, I'm going to fly all the way back home, get rid of all of this stuff, and grab lots and lots of blackstone. And next, I'll be placing all of this down all the way along here. Already a big straight of slabs has now been done, as you can see. But my pickaxe is looking a little bit worse for wear, so I shall get it repaired at the gold farm. And that is all of the slabs placed down. And now to begin with the basalt pillars. Starting with this beam all the way along is probably my best bet. And that is both of the beams done all the way. Now to add all of the pillars in between. And that is all of the pillars done as well. Next I'm going to need loads of these warped wart blocks. And I'll also be adding slabs along like this. And now that all of those are down, let's start adding this. And that is one side complete. Now to complete this one. And this side is now complete as well. Next I'm going to place netherrack all the way along here so that I can put stairs on the side. And that is the stairs down, which means the warped wart roof is the final thing to be added. And that is the roof also now completely done. Let's just add a load of chains with lanterns underneath. And there we have it. It was a bit of a mega project, but all of it is now done. I was thinking it'd be cool to make this portal look a little better, which will involve placing obsidian around the edge like this. Also going to be digging out behind this and placing warped wart. And finally some slabs along here just to cover it up. Now let's light it up and head through. Connects up perfectly to the stronghold, and once this whole place is transformed, it's going to be amazing. But before I can do that, I do just need to finish the front of this tunnel here. Why is there always a chicken? The amount of chickens I get in this nether, it's just absolutely unbelievable. Not to worry though, we're going to have something like this all around. I'll use slabs to fill in the gaps. I mean, it is technically meant to be full blocks, but it does work as full blocks anyway. And finally, I'll add a trapdoor on there. And that is looking very, very good. So 2 of the ways in this nether hub are now complete, and eventually these other ones will be done. Let's drop off a bunch of this stuff, and now I think it may be a good time to fly up here, head to the fortress farm, and start collecting up a load of XP to mend my pickaxe. And I've now made it to level 350. I've got loads of blaze rods, quite a bit extra gold. This can all be dropped off into chests. And next I'm going to grab lots and lots of gunpowder. And in fact I'm going to grab so much of it that I have 30 shulker boxes worth. This here well farm really has been so useful in my netherite beacon quest. And now I have already completely destroyed this particular desert. So I'm flying out in search of another one that I can ruin. We're in a savannah, so I guess a desert won't be fine. In fact, it looks like one might be loading into view. I'll quickly check this room portal. Nothing of use there. And now to find a good section of desert that isn't too close to a mesa. Managed to find a pyramid on my way. I wonder if I've ever been to this one. Looks like the answer is yes. Is there any desert temples I haven't been to at this point? And I'd say this desert right here probably looks like the best place. Now to gather up a little bit of sand, craft TNT, and then I can start blowing this place up. And that is all of the TNT crafted, about 6 shulker boxes worth. And now I just need to fly all the way home, and then I can drop off all of these empty shulker boxes, put the spare sand in here, and here is the hole that I dug earlier, where I can begin placing loads and loads of TNT. And I've got over 10,000 pieces that I want to place, so this is going to get me a lot of ancient debris. And that is all of the TNT placed. So let's light it up and start collecting up the ancient debris. I placed enough TNT to fill up my entire tunnel, but I've still got like 3 shulker boxes worth, so I'll probably save them for a bit of a later date. I would have liked to get 18 blocks of netherite today, but I think that might end up being a little bit too time consuming. So just getting 9 or 10 blocks is fine with me. Also guys, we are on a quest for 4 million subscribers this year. And it's not going to be an easy quest, but if you are new and enjoying this video, then please don't forget to subscribe. And I've managed to get 36 pieces, which is 1 entire netherite block. Just 9 more to go. And that is an entire stack of the ancient pieces. Just getting 9 to get. I've still got like 3 shulker boxes worth, so and get complete with loads more ancient debris to be found. There's few things more satisfying than exploring these massive blown up tunnels and finding loads of ancient debris. Some people in the comments couldn't believe that I just take entire cuts until I get to the next stack. Yes, there's a lot of me just painfully running through these and just looking for ancient debris and mining it up that you don't see. It's both satisfying and painfully repetitive. But when that netherite beacon is finally finished, it will definitely all be worth it. And that is stack number 4. And also the 5th one. Oh my goodness, look at this. I have never seen 5 together. Although they are in 2 different chunks, which makes a bit more sense. This is a great little boost though. And the end of the tunnel has now been reached with a fantastic amount of almost 6 stacks. So I'm going to dig me, well, I'm going to attempt to dig my way out of it. Probably not in that direction. And the best thing is I've got loads and loads of spare TNT for the next episode. And here we are, home sweet home. And I reckon the best way to deal with all this ancient debris is flick this lever so that... Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, nothing can come out of this chest. Then I chuck all of the ancient debris to be smelted. Now, yeah, it will be slower than using blast furnaces if all of these are blast furnaces. But because there's so many of them, just wait a second and you'll see every single one of them comes on together. Look at that, beautiful. And they'll all be simultaneously be smelting this ancient debris. And it's all just filtering into this chest so fast. And whilst I wait for that, I'm going to grab the ancient debris that I put in here earlier, as well as a little bit in this shulker box. Let's fill this one up with all of the spare quartz. I'll take the loose quartz out though, just the ore in there. And then all this can be sent down to the chest room. The bow and arrow can go back. I should probably at some point repair my bow, since you can't put mending and infinity on the same bow, which is kind of annoying. Instead, the way to repair it will be to grab 3 bits of string, combine it with 3 sticks, and then fix it using an anvil. 33! What a rip-off! Oh well, we might as well do it. I mean, I did have 350 levels after all. Now then, looks like this is all finished. Oh, look, it just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Then I'm going to unflick this lever, which will unlock the chest, and I'm going to fill this with netherrack. So I'll just get a load of nether bricks from it. Could be useful. And whilst I leave those cooking, I'm going to need a lot of gold. Now, do we have a lot of gold? We do have a lot of gold. This is the exciting part. Put it together for ingots. Look at that, over a stack. It just looks beautiful, doesn't it? We've got loads and loads. How many blocks are we going to get? 11! That really is fantastic. Now, we've nearly run out of gold, which is a bit of a problem, but not to worry. We've got a few spare ingots for next time as well. Let's place these down. Yeah, this is the very satisfying part. And there's just 5 more to go to finish the bottom layer. And once the bottom layer is done, it will near enough be halfway, which is exciting. My goal is to have it done by 4,500 days. That's the day that we're shooting for. Although that could be quite the challenge. And you'll also be able to see that both my pickaxes do need repairing, especially this one. And also this flint and steel, that's seen better days, hasn't it? So to do that, I'm going to fly all the way to my nether perimeter, where I can get lots and lots of XP. And from this, I have got more than enough XP to heal all my items. I've got so many blaze rods. Yeah, there definitely needs to be a bit of a storage system here at some point. It's just clogged up with so much random stuff, as you can see. So if I could have a system where, like, all the gold nuggets go down to the gold farm and the blaze rods, you know, like going to another thing, it would be amazing. Hopefully I'll get that done in this video, but right now I've got other stuff to be getting on with, such as putting all of these blaze rods into here to be the fuel. Even though the furnaces are pretty full, they can always be topped up more. And the next thing to be done is sort out this axe. As you can see, it is not maxed out. Every other tool and armor that I have is completely maxed, but yeah, my axe for some reason is not. I even maxed out the flint and steel, so yeah, we need to sort this out. The upgrade that it is missing is sharpness 5. I think the reason for it is probably because my axe broke and then I just never got around to putting that one on as well. So we can buy sharpness 5 from one of these guys. And this is the man for the job, but it needs 64 emeralds. And I only have 57. Okay, well, that's a slight problem. Hopefully, I have got some at this redstone farm. Oh, look at that. Indeed, I have. Perfect. That's the exact right amount. I'll take a couple of extra stacks down there anyway. Buy the book and add it to the axe. That's more like it. And now I want to build a new farm. You'd think at this point I'd run out of ideas for farms. So today, when
קולמן!
זה אבא! אני פה! הלו, זה אבא!
לא קולמן.
חבר'ה, יצא טעים?
קולמן.
יצא אש!
לא קולמן.
אני שרוף על בשר.
קולמן?
אני שורף את הבשר הזה! הוא לתפארת מדינת ישראל!
לא קולמן. קולמן רבולושן, הגריל היחיד עם הטכנולוגיה להפחתת התלקחויות. קולמן.
זה אבא למזוג לך קבב?
when I build a brand new end portal room, I'll be needing quite a few purpur blocks. How do you craft purpur blocks? Well, you need chorus fruit, so yeah, we need a way to farm them. It is one of the simplest farms that there is, you know, it's not really a way to make it a complicated one, but it should still be a great farm nonetheless. And the next question is, where do I build this? I'm thinking the lava farm, you know, it was good when it was built, but since then I've made a much bigger and better one at the Guardian farm. So in my opinion, this has got to go. And now I'm starting to think that if I make it so that this staircase goes down a bit lower, then I'll be able to have it branch off at different angles and I'll be able to get quite a few farms down here. Somewhere through here there is the aquarium. Can I even dig to it at this point? Yeah, there you go, you can see. So I've got to make sure that I don't go too far. Well, I've got to make sure I go down far enough, in fact. Yeah, make sure I go down low enough. Otherwise, everything could start to get a bit tangled up. And since I am pretty much out of cobblestone, if I go into my ender chest and grab this pickaxe, now when I start mining, I will be getting cobblestone, which will be very, very useful. No point collecting loads and loads of stone, because that doesn't grab quite as many uses as cobblestone. So I reckon right about here is a good place to dig a room for this chorus fruit farm. And apparently I'm just a little bit too far away from the beacon to get haste now. I can't have that since haste is going to be very, very important to me. So I'll get myself a brand new beacon, and I'll build one down underground here. I might as well be really, really low down with it, since they give the effect upwards all the way up to sky limit. And now that this full room is dug out, I'll grab the iron and build my beacon. Now that that's all done, let's go and give myself haste 2, swim up and out of here, and just to make the beam look a little nicer, I'll grab some light blue glass and use it to change the beacon's colour. And now that that's all sorted, I can get back to mining out this massive room. And in fact, I want to be doing it with getting cobblestone at the same time, don't I? I've also discovered that chorus plants can grow to be up to 20 blocks high, so this is going to be a much bigger room than I realised. And I reckon this is going to be a big enough length and width for the room. But I am going to want the roof to be black concrete. I want this kind of room to look like a massive void, if that makes sense. And it's going to be much easier to burn the roof while I have this floor below me, rather than me mining out and then trying to... I also want to make the roof, which means black bunches for concrete. Spent away Guardian fine turning, and it is in create when it's... I'm worried about there is also, if I just fly to those guys, and I can collect the gravel from it. Actually, whoa, I have way more gravel in here than I realised. I've been mining it off the ocean floor for the last 30 minutes. I should have just come here. Good thing I also brought so many shulker boxes because, well, they're all nearly filled. Let's also take out these extra items. They don't really need to be there anymore. Yeah, look at that. Every single, well, all 4 shulker boxes full of gravel. There's a little bit of an overflow in these 2 as well. Blackstone seems to be something that's a little bit slower to get. And I'd also like to bring as much quartz as I can. I can't bring the whole lot, but that will do for now. And now to go all the way back home by following this beautiful blackstone slab trail that I very cleverly made. And with that, I can drop off this quartz, shove these items into the shulker box, and craft plenty more black concrete powder. And once again, all of the powder must be converted to concrete. And that is all of that done. The only thing I can think of before continuing that down there is to head to the nether and fly all the way up here and use my gold farm to repair my pickaxes, because there is going to be quite a lot of mining involved. So 2 fully repaired pickaxes will be very useful. And now that everything is mended, I am almost ready to continue working on this room. I am just going to finish the walls. Yeah, this room is going to look insane when it's done. It looks so strange. But in order to build a chorus fruit farm, you need something very specific. Let's just put those in there. And yeah, you need chorus flowers. Unfortunately, I have plenty of the fruits, but not the flowers. So I can use my brand new corridor to go all the way to the end. It really is a great way to travel. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep or get rid of this spawner still, but I feel like we can make a cool feature with it. Now I must head through a gateway, and the chorus flowers are these bits on top. So these are the bits that you can plant. So I believe I can just mine that. As you can see, it's a chorus flower. If you plant one of these on the ground, well, on endstone, it will grow into a chorus tree. But if you break it like that, you don't get the flower. So it's a little bit of an annoying thing to have to mine manually. But it doesn't matter too much because once I've got plenty of these, I'll be able to farm them manually from my house anyway. If I accidentally upset an enderman, what's your problem, mate? And I have now got an entire stack of these little chorus flowers. And it's made me realise that if I really did want loads and loads of chorus fruit, I could just go and run around, do something like this, and then go and pick it all up. But me being me, of course I've got to turn it into a farm. It's more fun that way and I won't have to bother going to the end. These seedlings can go in the sugar box for now, and the chorus fruit into the storage system. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I am going to need quite a bit more black concrete powder. What I've got in there is it's just not going to be enough. And I am starting to worry that I'm actually going to run out of black dye, you know, for all what I was saying. You know, I've got loads of wither roses. Yes, I have got a lot, but they will not last forever. Crafting all these will make an entire shulker box worth. And yeah, the wither rose supplies are not looking too good. I know I've literally just been there, but I think it's in my best interest to go all the way back and then fly to the Wither Rose Farm, which, as you can see, it even says it at the top. All you have to do is rename a wither for that to happen. And then I can AFK up here on, well, up here, got a little disorientated in the void, but yeah, on this glass platform, watch the enderman run through and turn into wither roses. I'm just curious, have I actually got any wither roses to start with? I've got 4 in there, so I suppose that's pretty good. We have got a lot of ender pearls in here as well. What on earth has gone on here? Somehow the bottom of this did break. I think, do I need to put one like that and then... Will that get him? Not entirely sure. It's been a while since I built this farm. And I've just realised, yeah, I put a block beneath this for some reason. When in reality, yes, I'm going to need a hopper. Thank goodness there's one in that chest. If I break that block, put a hopper right there, it should now be pulling any items in. For example, those wither roses. And they should be turning up down here. Let's see if the plan works perfectly. Yep, there's plenty more in here. So that is Operation Fix the Wither Rose Farm complete. And I'm kind of sick of flying up and down here. I'm going to get on this glass platform and stay there. I think I've waited long enough and I've got plenty more wither roses. To make it a bit more effective, I should probably like cover that entire island in double carpets or something. Then they definitely can't teleport, because some of them were just teleporting them out. Or water. Water is another option. These will no doubt be very useful later. And I'm going to get all of these converted as well. Which shouldn't take too long, just quite a bit of mining. And that is every single one of them now done as well. We've got them all in here. And so now it's time to crack on in mining out this room and turning it into a dark void. Now that this is done, I have to say it's a very, very strange room to go into. Let's drop off a load of items. And I also want some yellow concrete for this build. So now let's start placing all of this down. And now that that is done, let's add dispensers all the way along here with redstone on top. And then I want to place endstone where I'm actually going to have the chorus fruits grow. Now to make a little infinite water source, fill the dispensers. And finally, I'm going to need a button right here. So this is how I'm going to work out how to move things. I've realized all of this will now need to move down one layer. I'm going to mine out this, bring the concrete all the way across, and this is the design so far, so everything should all flow. If I go ahead and push this button, let's watch it go. Look at that, beautiful, just going straight down all the way to the end where it'll just stop. Let's turn that off, fly up this very long staircase, and I'm going to grab some glowstone as well as hoppers. You know what? A few ladders might be useful too. So just to give a little bit of light to the area, I'm going to change this. Look at that. That looks better. It's so cool is the black room. I still can't get over how cool the black room looks. But yeah, adding glowstone around the outside just gives us that little bit more light. And I can't place glow. I got both of those wrong. For the hoppers, I'm just going to have all of them going into this end one in the corner. If I need to get up and down, then a ladder will help me out. Let's also cover up these sides. And if I craft myself a load of slabs, they can go underneath here. Sorry, bats, you're going to have to move. That's all of them placed. I'm just going to remove these little corners and put slabs there instead. Let's plant all of these chorus flowers, grab some end rods. And I was going to place them underneath, but you know what? I don't think it really works. But what I know does work is having shulker boxes either side like that. They kind of look like shulkers as well, don't they? And then we can put the chorus flowers. These are all growing nicely. And then if I mine out the middle, place end rods along like this with glass above. And then we've got this kind of cool thing. I don't know whether it should have slabs underneath, but I think leaving it open looks good. I think we can deem that chorus fruit farm complete. So now I just need to extend this staircase and add all the blackstone stairs going down. And whilst I'm in my storage room, I think I'm going to remove the brewing stand one, because why do I even have an auto sort for brewing stand? It's not like there's something I use a lot. And dispensers would be much better for it. So if I just go behind here and get to the inner workings of this, I think the filter for brewing stands, yeah, there we go. We'll put dispensers in instead, and spare brewing stands can go in here. And whilst I'm here, I might as well grab loads of string, along with loads of sticks, buy loads and loads of redstone. Next, I shall craft lots and lots of bows, and then craft dispensers. And now I have an entire stack of them, so I'll shove them through the auto sorter system, which means they've then filled up this hopper, and we'll be going into the system. And there we have it. 35 dispensers ready and waiting. And after all that, I've actually forgotten what I came down here for. I think I came for some stone brick stairs. And I have one. Okay, well, that's just brilliant. Thankfully, I have plenty of stone bricks, so we can go ahead and just craft them using a stone cutter, of course. Way more efficient to use a stone cutter than to use a crafting table. And then I can place them all going all the way down there. And now that they are all placed down, I need blackstone bricks, which I don't think I'm going to have enough of. As you can see, we've not got loads and loads, but I shall fill in as much of the walls as I can. So I'll just be mining out this. Now, I kind of don't want to break all this, you know. It's a bit of a memory, you know, what I created here, the old lava farm. So I might just leave it up here, hidden behind the walls. And that is the roof completely done. I'm going to make the floor to be stone bricks. And somehow, somewhere along the lines, I completely messed up the roof. What am I doing? Look at that. It's like really cramped in here now. I feel like I'm banging my head. Right, we need to sort that. Needs to be higher up by one entire block. And now I can get on with changing these walls. Goodbye, chest of lava. You will never be forgotten. Well, I actually had enough blackstone to do the wall all the way on this side. I don't think I'll have enough for the other side, though. Yeah, I completely run out while finishing the corridor. I'm also curious to see if I go and take a trident. Oh, it breaks them, and then it comes back to me. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. It is probably faster to maybe use a crossbow. I have a quick charge one there. I have the multi-shot. To be honest, I've never needed to use the multi-shot one or a crossbow in general for anything. But this is just a great way to, like, harvest multiple ones at the same time, as you can see. All I need is to get enough of the flowers so that I can redo the farm. I don't have to get every single one, but decent amount. Can we get all 3 of them there? No, we got 1 in the end. Nice. As long as I get a minimum of 10 flowers, it will keep the farm renewable. All right, I think I'm happy with that. I can just reach a few of these by my hand as well. You know what? We'll just get rid of these final ones here. There we go. Now we can harvest all of it. Beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful. Even somehow got some glow ink sacks in here. Where on earth are glow squids coming from? I have absolutely no idea, but let's just grab everything out of here, replant the flowers, and then shove it all into the shulker box. I think I'll leave this crossbow and the arrows here as well. Although that does mean I'm now going to need some flint. And I would say along with feathers, but look at that, completely out of feathers. So that means it's probably not a good day to be a chicken. You know what? You guys have been here for so long. We're starting again with the population. This will be your fate pretty soon, guys. Don't need them. Don't need them at all. We've got a ridiculous amount of eggs. We've completely, you know, maxed out on all of our storage space. Somehow you are the only surviving chicken. I don't know how, but we're going to leave you. And then just spawn in loads and loads more of you guys. Yeah, all of you guys should definitely be enough. How is there all just chickens everywhere? Where did you come from? I'm not going to ask questions. I don't know what you guys are all doing in there. Let's just get on with making these arrows. And I can also use the super smelter to cook all the chicken. Let's get a stack of arrows crafted. So they can go back into the shulker box, and the shulker box can go back into the ender chest. Loads of these items can just be shoved into here. For some reason, I don't have a chicken chest, but I have a tropical fish chest. Why would I ever use tropical fish? Congratulations, it is now a chicken chest. Or at least it will be once I change the inner workings of it. Tropical fish out, chicken in. And all these fish, because they don't really have a place to go, they can just go in there. And now the next thing I'm going to need to get is more blackstone. There's a little bit in that shulker box, but you know what? It's not enough. I'm going to fly all the way in this direction to this basalt delta. Then I can mine up lots of blackstone much easier. And I'm pretty sure, let's try not lava myself, but I'm pretty sure that all the blackstone that can I stop doing that? All the blackstone that I've got should be enough. It's definitely a lot easier just using the bartering farm for future, I think, but maybe not quite as fast. Let's now create some bricks. Leave these millions of buckets behind it. Yeah, if I ever need a bucket, I know where to go. And I'll also continue mining out this wall. And there we go. Walls are complete. And I reckon putting some ender chests into the wall might be a good idea. Like I've got on that side. It's just really helpful to have them, you know, nearby. Yeah. Instead of me having to come up the stairs and then walk all the way over here to use an ender chest. Now I've just got one right here. So but for symmetry purposes, we're going to need 2, aren't we? And then I am actually going to have to walk all the way downstairs, because I actually want a couple of polished blackstone brick stairs. That can go there, and that can